Welcome to the Crystal Self-Healer Podcast. I'm Corissa Weaver. On this podcast, we blend the magic of crystals with the science of psychology to help you break free from chaos, ditch the overwhelm, and master your emotions so you can have more energy, get more done, and feel better every day. Get ready to unlock your intuition and restore your true power as we cover how you can transform your life using crystals and self-awareness. Are you ready to get started? All right, let's go. Do you often feel overwhelmed by anxiety, constantly striving for perfection, or struggling to balance life's demands? If so, you're not alone, and today's episode is just for you. When almost 20% of adults in the United States experience some form of anxiety, having tools you can use to lessen, minimize, or avoid episodes can be really helpful. No one can be impermeable for stress and anxiety, but you can develop coping mechanisms that help you manage triggers. In this episode, I'm going to share my personal experiences with anxiety and how combining crystals and coaching can build your resilience and ability to bring balance and harmony to your life as you learn how to manage anxiety with crystal healing and life coaching. Anxiety is something that can affect every aspect of your life. It's not just about feeling nervous before a big event, a social gathering, or worrying about the future. For many, it is a pervasive sense of unease, a constant feeling of fear and apprehension that can make even the most simple and normal tasks feel overwhelming. This can be waking up each day with a knot in your stomach, your mind racing with all the what-ifs. Word to the wise for sensitive women is that your heightened sensitivity also makes you more susceptible to anxiety. The emotions and energies you pick up from your environment can be overwhelming, leading to symptoms like headaches, muscle tension, and fatigue. You may also experience irritability, restlessness, and an impending sense of doom. There is nothing worse than experiencing severe anxiety and not being equipped to handle it with ease and grace. The places your mind can go when you feel the rapid beat of your heart, the beads of sweat on your body, and the feeling of the floor dropping out from under you. If you're lucky like me, your head gets fuzzy and your vision gets compromised, sometimes chasing flashbulbs or even full-on tunnel vision and limited vision. Traditional methods like therapy and medication can be incredibly effective in managing anxiety. These interventions can provide you with valuable tools for understanding and altering thought patterns, reducing symptoms, and improving your overall functioning. But if you are looking for something that can provide you with a more whole being experience that addresses not only your thoughts, but also your body and spirit, this is where a holistic approach like crystal healing and life coaching come in. When you combine techniques like crystal healing, mindfulness, maybe some somatic exercises with the inquiry into your thoughts and behaviors, you can create a more comprehensive and personalized path to healing that helps ground your energy, balance your emotions, and fosters a sense of inner peace. I think of anxiety as being a pervasive experience. While it may show up in one specific way for you, it is also possible that it could show up in many different ways depending on the trigger, so having a good understanding of what symptoms could be present is always helpful. From a physical perspective, you may have muscle tension, headaches, or even digestive issues. Emotionally, Anxiety can bring about feelings of overwhelm, a sense of constantly being on edge. Cognitively, anxiety can manifest as racing thoughts, constant worry, and difficulty concentrating. It's not uncommon to have your sleep affected, having difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or even having a restful sleep. With all of these factors at play, you may find that you become irritable, experience brain fog, have difficulty focusing, experience fatigue, and ultimately have a decreased ability to cope with regular daily stresses. On the flip side, for empath and sensitive women, you may also experience anxiety as a deep sense of empathy and concern for others. A certain level of stress and anxiety is okay. It keeps you alert, it motivates you to maintain your personal safety, and in healthy doses is part of our survival mechanisms. It is really beneficial to know what is considered normal and where it might be becoming extreme or out of control. I've experienced lots of different areas in my life where anxiety has arisen. Some of the more innocuous experiences were when I was preparing to travel, the worry about making sure I have accounted for weather, duration of the trip, all the regular personal care items that I prefer to use. Where it can go off the rails is worrying about missing connections or getting lost or having my luggage not arrive and then not allowing those thoughts to be put down and turned off. And some of the more extreme moments where I've experienced anxiety is when my vision becomes distorted and I end up with patches of blocked vision or what's been referred to as hysterical blindness. I know that's a horrible label, but it is the body's way of dealing with extreme stress and anxiety. Now that you've explored how anxiety can manifest and the unique challenges you may face, the fun comes when you have the tools to manage your anxiety so that it doesn't rule your life. Should you find yourself facing stress and anxiety, here are some things you can shift to improve your experience. When you're in the throes of anxiety, one of the broad things that happens is you become detached or dissociated from your physical experience, the spinning thoughts, the numbness you might feel. This is where having a practice that allows you to ground and create stability within your body can be really helpful. When you're able to anchor your energy, reducing the overwhelming sensation of floating or being unmoored, you'll be able to feel more present in your body and better equipped to handle daily stressors. Try standing barefoot on the ground, focusing on the sensation of your feet, connecting with the earth. Take slow, deep breaths and imagine roots growing from your feet into the ground, anchoring you. When you have a practice that brings you a sense of emotional balance and calm, you'll be able to shift out of your anxiety and chaos. It will allow you to soothe your nervous system, making it possible for you to move away from a constant state of high alert into a more relaxed and centered state. Practice deep breathing techniques like the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. Repeat this process until you feel calmer. There are tools and techniques you can incorporate that help you gain mental clarity and focus, enabling you to move out of the mental fog of worrying or overthinking, bringing you back to being able to make clear decisions and problem solve for appropriate solutions instead of staying in a hyper-fixated state of unhelpful thinking. Try journaling your thoughts and worries. This can help clear your mind and identify patterns that need addressing. Incorporating coaching with crystal healing will help you build self-confidence and a sense of empowerment through setting and achieving goals. You'll be able to shift from a feeling of helplessness and overwhelm to feeling in control and capable. Set small, achievable goals and celebrate your progress. This builds momentum and reinforces your ability to manage anxiety. And finally, when you have a practice that helps you move from heightened emotion to a more relaxed and peaceful experience, you will be able to cultivate a deep sense of inner peace and resilience within your own being. When you have the ability to cultivate these experiences for yourself, instead of relying on others to bring about these shifts, your confidence and willingness to experience uncomfortable situations will expand, and you'll be able to bounce back from challenges with greater ease. Try engaging in regular mindfulness or meditation practices to cultivate a state of inner calm and presence. In the show notes, you'll find a link to download the Charmed Morning Ritual Worksheet. Use this to help you get a handle on the circumstances and thoughts that are triggering your anxiety. Then choose how you want to feel instead and what will help you feel that way. It is a great starting off point that will help you learn how to observe your brain and all the ways that it is habitually reacting to things going on in your life. And with awareness comes the ability to choose something different to create a different outcome. I am going to offer that you could work with Ruby here and combine it with the other techniques like the 4-7-8 breathing technique or methods to ground and focus the senses. Ruby is known for its grounding properties, which will help you anchor your energy and establish a sense of stability and security. Not only will it help you feel more connected to the present moment, but you will also feel less overwhelmed by worries and fears. Ruby is associated with courage, strength, and resilience. For someone experiencing anxiety, it can serve as a source of inner strength, encouraging them to confront their anxieties instead of avoiding them. Ruby is associated with the root chakra and known to stimulate life force energy, which can be invigorating to both the body and mind. This can counteract some of the feelings of lethargy and fatigue that often accompany anxiety, allowing you to establish a more positive and proactive mindset. Ruby is also believed to help balance emotions, reduce feelings of irritability, frustration, and anger. This balancing of emotions can help you manage your anxiety more effectively and maintain a calmer disposition when stressed. If you resonate with today's episode and are ready to start mastering your anxiety, download the Charmed Morning Ritual Worksheet from the show notes. It's a great starting point to help you understand your triggers and choose how you want to feel. By incorporating grounding practices and life coaching techniques, you can begin to transform your anxiety into a sense of calm and empowerment. If you're ready to take the next step and need some personalized guidance, reach out and book your complimentary discovery call with me to see how joining me inside the Crystal Self Healer members portal can get you the support and coaching that you need. Together, we can create a tailored plan to help you master your anxiety and embrace a more balanced, harmonious life. Today's episode has been brought to you by Ruby and Grounding. May we all be empowered by grounding practices that provide us with security and calm, enabling us to master our anxiety. Blessed be, my friends. All right, my friends, that wraps up this week's episode. Thank you for joining me here today on the Crystal Self Healer podcast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, leave a review, and take the What Crystal is Best for You quiz linked in the show notes. Join me again next week as we continue to demystify crystals, how your brain works, and how you can use them so you can have more energy, get more done, and feel better every day.